Well, it's been a couple of months now since I made an update, and this is very interesting. I finally see my psychiatrist. It's been a while now. It's been every 3 months, and he has cut my medicine, my dosage, literally in half. I mean, just everything that I take for sleep, which, in my case, I had insomnia, and about 80% of it, I think, and what he thinks was, caused because of stress and depression. And for almost 6.5 years, I have been dealing with alcoholism, not because of me, of someone who I cared about, and tried everything in my power to better that person, to let that person know that you're better in life than, drinking alcohol at 9 o'clock in the morning and getting high and then going to work. It's, and I dealt with it for so much. I stressed over it. It got to the point where I was going crazy. I was going into a deep depression, and it just manifested into a whole lot of problems. Paranoia, anxiety, wow, and insomnia caused by depression, and everything else that I just mentioned. And so I went through this whole trip of taking medicines for sleep, Rosarum and Lunesta and all that crap, Ambien, CR, and none of it worked. And if you see my other videos, I'm still private pay, and it was a waste of money and trial and error. And here I go seeing a psychiatrist, and he gets it right on the first time with mirtazapine and lorazepam. Lorazepam, he started me on about it. It's been a while. It's been a while now. I want to say a little over a year or something like that. And it's the combination at night is perfect. It's a 15 milligram mirtazapine with a 2 milligram lorazepam. Here's the problem. You know, one weekend I ran out. I didn't plan it out perfectly, and I ran out of Ativan. I'd had mirtazapine with me, and I realized that I wasn't addicted to lorazepam. I don't think about it all day or whatever. It's something that you take at night to go to sleep. By the time it kicks in, I'm not really feeling the effects. I'm just, I'm sleeping, pretty good at that. But that weekend, I realized when I didn't take it for that first night, I had those, I call it a dramatic withdrawal. I mean, it just happened instantly that night. I mean, there's a no Ativan listen and learn video that goes, with all that, description and how I described it. It was bad. I mean, it was horrible. I guess I don't know if this makes any sense, but my body is addicted to lorazepam, and I hate to say that. You know, I'm not addicted to it. I'm not thinking about it. I am now because I'm talking about it. But let me tell you, uh, you take it for a while, and you don't take it one day or two, and your hands are shaking. You can't even smoke a cigarette. I mean, it's bad. Uh, but since I've got rid of this little depression environment that I was in, this alcoholism, drama, you know, and I shut it off. I completely, got rid of it. I mean, you've seen A&E intervention and how people don't want to change, so the families kind of just say, well, I'm just going to leave you, uh, and you can't talk to me, you can't call me, you can't come over, I can't enable you anymore. And so I stopped that, and I feel like 100 pounds is lifted, off my shoulders. It's like a blessing, you know. And it's so sad that I kind of endured all this for 6.5 years, and I did it, and I feel so much better. And my doctor has cut my medicine in half, everything, uh, you know, except for Lexapro. I take that in the mornings, 10 milligram. At night, I take the 50 milligram mirtazapine and 2 milligram lorazepam. And uh, he has now reduced the 2 milligram Ativan to 1 milligram every night, not every other or whatever. Uh, and mirtazapine just to cut it in half to get uh, I don't know, 7.5 milligrams out of it, and it works the same. You know, this stress, this depression that I got rid of, you know, it just it makes me feel a little better, not worrying every day, every night, or whatever, And this cutting the medicine in half, or well, I'm not cutting it now because he's prescribing, 1 milligram Ativan. I am having to cut mirtazapine in half, and I get the same effect every night, of sleep, wanting to go to sleep. Not a druggy feeling, I don't think. Although you do feel it when you get up, it's kind of hard. But uh, I realized, the more I'm getting away from this problem that I had, that I've tried so hard and worried so much for, you know, starting this new life all over again, it's making me feel so much better to where I can see myself not taking medicine, by next year, hopefully. And that's that. It's just people who have problems sleeping and depression and all that, just there is something going on that you're not doing, that you're not changing. I don't know if it's the place where you live. I don't know if it's a person you're with or your job situation or some kind of family problem or whatever. All it takes is changing it and just going forward, and it helps so much. It really does. And I really hate taking this combination. He had this planned out for me to take Lexapro in the mornings. I didn't understand it, but for me to go through the transition of getting rid of all those friends that had those problems with alcohol and drugs made it easier. It made me feel like I didn't care. I know it's horrible to say it that way, but it gave me that edge not to care and to go forward and to take care of yourself. It gave me this I don't care feeling. I really do. I mean, I couldn't have done it without it. And it's so sad to say that medicine helps you like this, but it did, and it makes me feel better. And it makes me feel even much more better to know that I'm taking a lower milligram count for mirtazapine and lorazepam. Although I'm taking the same milligram for Lexapro, the doctor suggests that I should take that for a whole year and then, stop taking it or taper or whatever it is. Uh, so 3 months from now, I'm going to be going to a .50 milligram Ativan and then, just go from there safely and taper off. I've gained weight. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it was. I doubt it was mirtazapine or lorazepam. I want to say Lexapro has a lot to do with this, and you can kind of see it here now. I don't know. You can watch videos, older videos of me, and it looks quite different. But I put in. I'm at 200 pounds now, and if I remember last time I was at 186 or something like that. So yeah. Other than that, hopefully things will get better. And I just wanted to make this update, and hopefully people will understand and learn from this medicine that I'm taking. It does help you sleep. It's not very safe to take Ativan that long. I want to say it's close to 2 years. I said a year and a half or something like that earlier. But it's you take it one day at a time, and you just go from there. You kind of look at the bright side. It seems like Lexapro is, making me say these things, these uplifting things, So I have no idea. I hope, me making something like this will help somebody. Uh, that's all I have to say. I'll see you later.